How do you like your peas? No, you can't have coffee. What's up, YouTube? It's another Myke and OJ vlog. It's just the two of us today. Allison is out at a bridal, why do I keep saying bridal, OJ? She's at a baby sprinkle to help celebrate the birth of our new child. And so she's out there having some delicious cupcakes, some really good food, and just getting loved on by a lot of our family friends. So today's vlog, I am calling an exciting conversation about a difficult thing. As you may have noticed, we started a video editing and post-production company online. It's focusvid.com, and the full company name is Focus Video, but you know, URLs are hard to come by these days. So I spent about a week and a half looking for the URL, trying to pick the name, trying to get what I wanted the company to be, as well as figure out what we were going to do and what to charge, and you know, did all that work, and then actually had to build the website so that it was functional, so that someone could go in and purchase some video editing, and I would get notified. They could upload their files to me. I'd get paid, you know, all that nitty-gritty stuff. What I didn't talk about, and what you don't know, is why we are doing that, how I had the time to invest in that. And as anybody who's ever started a side hustle, started an independent business, launched their own thing, it's very time consuming. And if you're doing other things, if you are working a 9-to-5, if you're raising kids, it's hard to start something from scratch, from the ground up, or it just takes a lot longer. And the reason that I was able to work a little bit quickly and pour a little bit more time into this to get this up and off the ground was the fact that on September 28th, Olivia's birthday, I was let go from my position, from my job. So I am currently unemployed, except for driving around for Postmates, which is, you know, not ideal, but it helps pay the bills, helps keep food on the table, which, you know, we have a nice benefit of that. We're not having to pay rent. We're living with our in-laws at this time, but it kind of puts those plans to move out and be back on our own and independent. It kind of pushes them farther down the road, which is why this is a exciting conversation about a hard thing. Losing your job is always difficult. This is the second time it's happened to me. It is a scary thing. It's daunting when you look at it, and you look at where your salary was and where unemployment is and where it maxes out, and you look at it and you go, that's a pretty deep cut. That's not going to pay all the bills. And you know, you start making cuts. You start to live smaller, and we were already living smaller because we were on one salary at this point, and so we're living real tiny. Now, losing your job is never fun. It's never something that you want to have happen. It's never something that you enjoy. It's never a fun, exciting process. It's painful. It's hard. It's hard to figure out, where am I going to go from here? What am I going to do now? And then especially if you get laid off or let go in the end of the year, a lot of companies aren't really hiring now. They like to hire in the new year. They like to hire during the summer. They don't really like to hire during the holidays, because then they get a little bit of work out from you, and then you go on vacations and Christmas holidays. So that is always a struggle. And the last time I was let go, it led me in an interesting direction. It led me to get some really interesting experiences, and learn some new things, and develop some other life skills, designing, you know, glass installations for very wealthy people. Yes, Bubba? Yeah? What do you want to see? It can be a dark thing. It can be a struggle. It can be something that is hard to bounce back from. But the last time I did, it led me to a whole other world and a whole different career path, and was in the long term a beneficial thing. It was something that allowed God to move and to work and to bring me to a place that was necessary for me. And especially with Olivia being in the hospital for the first month of her life, it allowed me to some flexibility and some additional help that I wouldn't have had access to had I been at my previous position. So that's the path that I am choosing to use for now, for where we are now. And being let go definitely sparked some things in me. It sparked a little bit of excitement, and it gave me the kickstart, the boost to start moving on some things that I've wanted to do, where I can work for myself and I can take that bet on myself and say, I think I can do this. I think I can work hard and get this and build this into something and be a benefit for my family, be a benefit for me and for the community and local churches. All that being said, that this whole enterprise is not the end all be all. It's not the entirety of what I want to do. Allison and I have been talking that there's a ministry gap in America right now, and it is for missionaries that go out and do amazing work. They help feed people, they help bring Jesus to people, they bring clean water. The SoCal network of the Assemblies of God is trying to get clean water for everybody in Sierra Leone and Liberia, and it's great humanitarian work that when missionaries go and they do these amazing things, they come back to the States. And for those that don't know, or those that do know, if you go to church, you see them come through your town, they go visit churches that are currently supporting them, churches that aren't supporting them yet, and they give a presentation and they ask for support. And the reason they do this is that when missionaries are out in the field, they usually aren't paid. And so they have to go raise financial support. They have to go raise money for them to actually be in the field, to pay for their food, their transportation, their, if they have a house in the States, to help with those mortgage payments, and then also to fund their ministry. If they're doing work where they're bringing food, they're bringing water, they need to buy that food and buy that water. If they're bringing Bibles, they need to purchase the Bibles. If they're doing construction work and they're building a school, they need the materials and the ability to pay the workers, and so they have to raise money for that. And so what they do is they go around to churches and then they give a video presentation or a spoken presentation, and then sometimes they show photos and stuff. And if you've ever been in one, they're mostly awful. You get they range on the scale of being a 8th grade graduation photo slideshow that is 10 minutes long, that reads kind of more like a vacation instead of ministry work and humanitarian work, all the way down to something that could have been cool, but it looks like it was filmed on a potato, and not anything of quality that is enticing and is exciting for a congregation to want to give money to. And then they come and they have these printed materials and these photos that just aren't great quality. And while their speaking may be good, sometimes they're not allowed to speak. Sometimes all they get is a booth. Yeah, I'm getting your chicken nuggets. Oh, do you want more peas? Did you eat all of your peas? That was a lot of peas. Let's see. Let me go see how much time's left on the chicken nuggets. This is for you, Corey, little tiny guys. Missionary videos, they're usually not very good. They're usually terrible. And so eventually, we'd like to build this company up to the point that we can donate our time and our services and actually go and visit missionaries and film and produce high quality recap videos, ministry highlights, things that they can bring to services and raise money and actually be a helpful thing for their ministry and be something that they can use regularly, and provide that free of charge based on donations, and then also pour some of the profits from this video production company, Focus Video, into that. Getting started, we need video clients. So that brings us to the final question: why did I make this video and how can you help? Well, you can do one of two things. If you know someone who is a small business owner, especially in the Sacramento or greater Sacramento area, anywhere within a couple hours drive of us, that is looking for something that they can post on Facebook, Twitter, or embed on their website, that it shows what their business is, who they are, and what they do, please put them in contact with me. Please share our Facebook page. And then we also have a link that I'll put down in the description below called focusvid.com/local. And that is for an exclusive deal for people in the local area that for about $300, we will come and we will film in your store. We will do an interview with the owner or the manager or whoever you would like to be your spokesperson. And we will produce a 1 to 2 minute highlight video that's an about you. That is something that showcases your business. If you're a coffee shop, we'll do some sweet cinematic, 50 mil with some nice bokeh footage of you making coffee. Maybe get some customer interactions and do something that will take your business to the next level. So that's one thing, is share with people that you know that own local businesses, or people that are looking to get into the YouTube, Instagram, podcast game. Someone that is, we have two kind of audiences. Someone that's just starting out and doesn't know what they're doing on the edit, doesn't want to take the time to learn how to edit, and just wants to say, you know what, I want to film and just make videos and let someone else make it look good. We're here to help. We have really competitive rates. We're actually, I think, priced a little bit less than just about everyone else in the game in the online video editing space. And then also for people that are, we also do podcast editing. So if someone is wanting to start a podcast, but they don't want to go through and edit it, and just because that takes a long time, we can do that. And our prices are crazy cheap. It's $35 for an hour podcast, which is about what you want your podcast to be. You want it to be less than an hour, over a half hour, less, more than a half hour, less than an hour. That's about the prime podcast range, and that's about what most people want when they're listening to podcasts. I know that's what I want. So our audiences are people that are just starting out, or if you know someone that is doing it, that is currently in the YouTube or podcast game, and they have expressed interest in being able to just focus on making content, focused on shooting content, focused on creating ideas and sketches, and they're tired of editing. They don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to do it anymore, and they just want to move into just a directorial role instead of a all-in-everything producer, editor, everything, and they just want to bring someone in. So if you can share the post with that. The second thing you can do is, what's the second thing? Go on our Facebook page. You can look us up. Just search for Focus Video. It's got a picture of me holding the camera that my wife took, and follow us and like our page. Follow us on Instagram. Go to our website and interact with our posts. If we post something, go ahead and click like and share, just to your general timeline. That's stuff that helps get the word out, that helps spread our reach, and helps us hopefully helps me not have to go get a job working for the man. So that's all I have for you today. If you could do us a favor, if you could like and subscribe the video by clicking the little buttons down there. Make sure you hit the little bell so you get notifications that we have released a new video. If you're on Facebook and you're watching this, go ahead and click the share button and click the like, and leave us a comment. If you have children, what is your favorite baby shower, baby sprinkle gift that you've ever received? The thing that was like, this is a game changer, this saved my life. For me, I think it is, we got a little the brand is called Four Moms, and it's a rocking chair thing that when OJ was little, we could just put her in it and she'd fall asleep for like an hour, 2 hours, and just rock. And it was the best. It was the best thing. That and our Rock and Play, which was our little bassinet that we used for the first 4 months. So, like I said, what's your favorite baby gift you've ever gotten if you're a parent? 2, like and share the videos. Or subscribe if you're on YouTube. Like our page if you're on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. like our posts, interact with us, help us out, help us get to that goal where we can eventually move into doing some of that missions work. And if you're also interested in partnering with us, if you're someone that's interested in helping make that a reality, go ahead and reach out to us. So OJ and I are gonna eat some dino nuggets, although I think she's eaten most of hers already. And then we're gonna hang out and we're gonna chill until Mom comes home, and then all the people come over to see Olivia. And during that time, I got to charge this camera battery.